Yo, what's good? It's your boy Sama, aka CJ, aka J Brinks. Shout out to the Brinks fam. Yeah. VA in the house. What's up, man? It's the first episode of Sippin With Chuck, where we like to sit here and talk about whatever Chuck want. I'm gonna tell you that now. This ain't gonna be something the same or a super specific podcast. I'm going to talk about things that I like. So let me tell you. I'm going to talk about anime, dance, movies, films, TV, maybe music. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about whatever I feel like. If people want to come in and talk about relationships, it's not going to be a relationship podcast. I promise you that. I'm so sick of relationship podcasts. So this is not that. Not that at all. I'm going to talk about whatever I feel like and things that, any topics that come to mind, right? For this first episode, before we get started though, now I bet you're wondering why. Why the name Sippin' with Chuck? Well, let me tell you, okay? Look, I know. It's a little bit of cranberry and tequila there. Little Terramana. Shout out The Rock. It's called Sippin' with Chuck because guess what? Chuck drank, okay? And Chuck liked to drink often. All right? Now, I'm past all that stage of drinking to get drunk. Like that was years ago. Now I drink for pure pleasure and just enjoy it, right? Thinking about coming into 2025, I really wanted to go ahead and hit the start on this podcast. This podcast has actually been in the works for about a year and a half. Honestly, truly, I should have just started recording once I got my logo from my homie. Simply because, I keep it a bean. I hated it last year. I'm glad 2024 is over. 2025 is here, and we just needed a fresh start, man. Something different, something new. Let me get a little bit out of my comfort zone, because one thing about myself that I like to say is I'm really good at holding conversations, but that's usually for the people who I know, right? I could do that. Usually when I'm around people I don't know, or anybody else that's not in my inner circle, I'm just a little quiet, a little somebody. I'm just watching what's going on, But once you get to know me and you really get to understand what I'm about, or I think you're cool, then we start having some really, really dope conversations. Like that. It's something I like to do. So I guess I like to talk a little bit. But reflecting on coming into the new year, I just turned 30 on January 5th. Yes, sir. New decade, right? So new decade, there's a lot of changes coming, and there's a lot of things and goals that I've set for myself that I want to go ahead and, just hit the green light for. You feel me? So we're going to start with this podcast. I'm not used to doing this, John, but it's okay, because guess what? I'm a beast. And I'm going to be drinking every episode, so it's okay. I'll be all right. Oh, man. But yeah, so coming into 2025, I've been feeling really, really good coming into this year. This year is going to be such a spectacular one. I can feel it already. Just glad 2024 is over. Usually, since my birthday is usually the first week of January, it's a lot of time that I spend reflecting on the end of the year. And then there's a lot of time I spend reflecting on my life in general throughout the years. So I have this period where I just start reflecting, which I encourage everybody, honestly, to do. You're sitting there, you get another year older. People like to go out for their birthdays and have fun and do all that stuff. That's cool, fine, and dandy. But I think everybody should at least find some time, at least to do this one thing, which is sit down, collect yourself by yourself, and just reflect on your life a little bit. I feel like it helps you with your growth, because you start recognizing things, or you may have recognized a pattern that you had fallen into that you may need to get out of, or a bad habit that you've fallen into you may need to get out of. And then you start really realizing like, yo, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Oh man, I really feel like I should start trying to do this more, So for me, when I'm sitting here reflecting, also just a little caveat, I'm an overthinker. So I overthink literally almost everything, which I've gotten 10 times better about. I'm way more decisive about a lot of things. I stop overthinking stuff. But as an overthinker, you start reflecting about yourself a lot more. You may start judging yourself a little bit more than you need to, and you start overthinking things in situations like maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, and it's none of that. So I just think that alone time when you're, and it doesn't have to be your birthday. Let me be very, very clear. It doesn't even have to be your birthday or whatever. It is just the time when I do it the most, my inner reflection. And I understand and, gather my feelings, allow how I feel, think about the goals I made and everything, or things that I've done or haven't done, and things that I want to do. And I go through and I just, hey, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to do this, and I need to just grow in this way, and I think that's very, very important for your growth as an individual. Now, no, look, like I said, I'm going to talk about whatever just comes to mind on this pod. Honestly, truly, I'll probably start talking about anime in the next episode. I ain't going to hold you, but I just felt like, considering it's a new year, 2025, really go ahead and just reflect on yourself and think about what you want. What do you want to do? What do you want from other people? What do you want from yourself? What kind of standards do you set for yourself? Just start thinking about these things, because life is short, yo. So, if you're going to be spontaneous or you just want to do stuff just to say you did it, then do it. Don't be afraid to just go out here and just put your, just do it, because when you start doing it, you never know what's going to come from it. You never know where anything is going to go anymore. So just embrace the unknown and just keep it rocking. So with that being said, I'm going to keep this one nice, short, sweet, and simple. You know what I mean? I might drag out the next joint though. So, again, damn, that's good. Peace out.